there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Female Empowered Podcast. I'm your host, Christa Gurka, and today's episode is going to be a little different than what I'm used to. And to be honest, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable for me, but I think in a good way. If you know me at all, most of you might know that I don't really love to sit around talking about myself. I like to highlight the women that I'm working with. I like to highlight their accomplishments. I like to highlight those of my clients, whether they be Pilates or physical therapy, etc. It's just not my style to sit around and talk about myself. Something has been happening recently that made me think that this might be a good episode to put together. Over the past few months, whether it be on coaching calls, in Voxer messages, in our in-person retreats, or people reaching out saying they've listened to my podcast before, I'm just hearing some just amazing results from people, not only in exact results of I doubled my revenue in the last 3 years, I've doubled my salary in the last 18 months, but to the mindset they had around how they felt in their relationship with their business and their relationship with their team and their family at home, and what really changed their business for that and how they're thinking differently now as leaders and CEOs. And then I realized for someone who's considering possibly joining my programs or working with me in a deeper way, it's actually really impactful to hear it straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So I'd like for you today to hear directly from women that are living it. Women, some of these women you will hear are solopreneurs. Some of them have teams. Some of them have passed the 7-figure mark. One of them literally doubled her revenue from $300,000 to $700,000 in as little as 3 years. And so what you're going to hear are the real words from real women doing the real work inside the Fit Biz community, my Fit Biz accelerator, and my inner circle. They're studio owners, they're physical therapists, they're wellness entrepreneurs who are in the trenches day in and day out, building businesses just like you who are listeners, right? They will share what surprised them. They share what changed their business. What I will tell you is what makes these women different is that they're doing the work. Right? So if you've ever wondered, I wonder what it's like to actually work with her, because most of the thing that you're thinking is, will this work? Will I invest this money? And what kind of results will I get from it? Well, now you are going to hear from the women that have experienced working with me and their real life results and the work that they're doing each and every day on their business. So let's dive in.
Am the owner of Pure Pilates. When I joined, I realized that I could have a small boutique Pilates studio, but still grow the business to a bigger place, a place where I could step away from the day-to-day teaching and put a little bit more time and energy into running my business. And it was the best decision of my life. I've learned that I've can hand off things to other people. In this last year, my revenue has grown. I had the ability to take a 3-week vacation where I truly was able to disconnect, trust my staff, trust the policies that I put into place. I am here to tell you that the money I am spending and investing in the business is the best decision that I have made. I've been in business for 17 years and it's the best money and investment that I have made in the studio for myself. And I am excited for what's to come. I recommend that you talk to Christa, find out what it's all about, and you will not be sorry.
I'm the owner of Balance Yoga and Pilates. If you're considering working with Christa, I would never hesitate to suggest that you keep moving forward. It's been a great experience. Christa has really been an instrumental part of helping me grow the Pilates program in my studio. When I first came to her, I had minimal classes on the schedule. We only had 4 reformers. We didn't have an intro special for new clients coming in the door. And now I have all of those things. I now have 6 reformers because she helps me with the plan to expand the space and finance another reformer and get all of that system set up for new clients to come through the door. And if you're considering signing up, don't hesitate. It's been such a positive experience. One of the things that has been the best part about working with Christa is the emotional support that she gives all of us. She never dismisses your feelings. She validates them and helps you navigate how to get through them. Running a business is one of the hardest things I've ever done. And Christa just helps make things easier, helps make things feel doable and that you can make it through because she made it through. And she has the tools and skills to help all of us as business owners, as female business owners, get to that other side, get out of the trenches, pay yourself, have systems in place, hire team members to support you, and help you learn how to let go and trust the people that work for you. Long story short, I wouldn't hesitate. It's been such a gift for my business, one of the best things I've invested in, and I highly would recommend it.
Can I
From
just say that your email, your follow-up email made my heart so happy. The fact that I could check lists, I think we all need accountability. It's something I can so easily follow, but also the fact that you said my vision is attainable. No one's ever told me that. Everyone from day one's been like, oh, a little too big. And you're like, yeah, this is fine. It's totally attainable. We just got to get some things in place to attain it.
I am the founder of Paradise Pilates. I had decided to open 3 studios in about 16 months. Support not only from Christa, but also the women in the inner circle. I've been able to cut back my teaching hours. I've been able to hire a GM. I've been able to really make some organizational changes within my business, create SOP, all sorts of different changes I've been able to make because my mind has switched. I've never owned a business before, never done any of the business side of it. And I really have a lot to learn, still have a lot to learn, and I would be lost. So I am feeling super confident in my CEO shoes now. I feel like when I go and make the decisions, I know not only do I have someone to bounce off the ideas off of, but I also just feel more confident in the decisions that I make. So if you are considering to join Christa or not, I highly recommend it. It's one of the best things and best decisions not only did I ever do for myself personally, but also mostly for my business. And I can't wait to meet you if you do.
you've been in the Fit Biz program, and what would you say has been your experience now having been in it for a whole year?
The opportunity to get real-time feedback and ask a question. And I think probably the biggest thing is your transparency to say, this is what worked for me, but also you challenge us to kind of think it through in a really cool way. You've put together an amazing group of women, those that are learning and learning how to scale. You get that feedback and a little bit of guidance. It's good to have that sounding board.
I am the owner of Empower PT. It's a cash-based physical therapy and Pilates studio in Tampa, Florida. I've been working with Christa for about 5 years. When we started working together, I was bringing in 100% of the revenue and completely overwhelmed all of the time. Today, I'm bringing in about 20% of the revenue. I've been able to increase my salary and overall decrease the amount of hours I'm working. Even more importantly, though, she really has helped me bring structure and systems into the business. She's helped me hire and train an amazing team. I learned how to delegate a lot of the day-to-day stuff that was completely consuming me before. I know that I wouldn't be here where I'm at today without Krista's help, and I can't thank her enough.
Is there something else that you feel was really invaluable to you in terms of joining the mentorship program, and maybe something that you didn't expect that you would get out of it a year ago when you joined?
Oh my gosh, yes, yes. And by the way, the numbers support was not just a little bit of support. That has been really impactful for me. But I would say, so I had some coaching early on that was part of a big group. And while that was maybe the right thing for me at the time, I think one of the really special things about the inner circle truly is that it's not just a title. There's this really warm, welcoming space that you hold. And you hold it really authentically. If we have a coaching call day and maybe on the verge of tears, I don't have to feel, oh gosh, I have to show up as this. I can just show up as me. And no question is a dumb question. And you just approach it from an empathetic space as well. And I think that then allows at least me to feel really safe in it. At least for me, that has come up later. And that just having you has been just such a big part of getting through that, but evolving through it. It was the best decision. I think I can absolutely say that what you said would happen is happening and did happen.
Hi, I'm Kristen Harden, the physical therapist and owner of Gold Coast Pilates Therapy in Beverly, Massachusetts. I joined the Fit Biz Foundation's membership in 2022, about 6 months after opening my studio. And I did it because so many other clinicians, I was never trained formally on the business side of things. So after listening to Krista's podcast for a while, I was deciding that she was the person to work with. I also did this because at that point, I knew that I had a great service, but I was really craving more structure and clarity as to how I made business decisions and wanted to set it up to be really sustainable in the long term and pay myself in a way that would support my family. So fast forward to almost 3 years later, and both myself and the business have grown tremendously. I've learned how to build a team, understand my numbers and my metrics, and price our services and pay my staff in a way that is fair, sustainable, and profitable for everybody involved. Because of that, I'm able to better support my family from a financial standpoint. I get to pick my kids up from school every day and juggle all the afternoon craziness and evenings. And we take family vacations, usually a few times a year, where I don't bring my laptop. So I have worked toward getting that work-life balance that we all want. And Krista's guidance has really given me a clear roadmap to make the decisions and set up the systems that make that possible. The other part of the Fit Biz membership that has been amazing is just the community of women. You will find no one else who understands what you're going through in business when you join here. So the women here celebrate the wins, they understand the challenges, and they really hold me accountable to the things they know that I want for myself and the studio. So if you're in those early years and just feeling stuck and alone, trying to figure it all out, I can't recommend joining this enough. It's truly one of the best investments I've made, both in myself and in my business.
My name is Stacy King, and I am the owner of Aspire Physical Therapy and Wellness in Potomac, Maryland. And I am a brick and mortar practice, and I am a solo practice, but I am growing thanks to this program. I specialize in orthopedics and sports physical therapy, as well as functional medicine, health coaching, and also provide some Pilates services. I've been in business on my own for 10 years now in my brick and mortar location. And I decided to enroll in the inner circle because I needed direction and I needed guidance in terms of I have all of these great ideas and places I want to take my practice. And I didn't know how to implement that. So my systems worked, but in order to grow, I needed better systems and I needed some direction. I needed some coaching. I needed to get a handle on my financing and my social media presence and just really tweaking ways and being super specific on those ways to grow my business from the one on one standpoint, but also from a direction of how can I grow my business. So the coaching with Krista and being in the inner circle has shown me how other people are doing things, which is really nice. It has shown me that I'm not alone in this process. Other people are struggling, even though it looks everyone's got it all together. But really a safe space to talk about the numbers, talk about blocks into growing your business. And I've had quite a few of those. So just being able to get out there and have open discussions in a safe space has been really important for me and comforting and invigorating and inspiring. So far in my experience, I think I joined about 7 months ago. And it's been great. I look forward to the calls every week. I don't feel I'm missing anything in my work schedule by blocking that out. It's just an accepting and inspiring group of women owned practices that makes you feel really comfortable right from the beginning. And I love that Krista has altered things a little bit based on our feedback for what's going to work for us. And that's really amazing. That's a good coach. I said that on a recent review, as a coach really shines the light on their clients. And Krista's really helped me turn my brights on. And I love that I feel I'm lit up right now and inspired to move my practice forward and actually do the steps instead of being stuck with my feet in the mud. I'm probably going to stay on after my year is up because my experience has been so good on a month to month. You're committed for a year, which I feel like you need the year, and then deciding what to do after that, knowing that I still need some guidance and help and coaching along the way is amazing.
Hi, my name is Laura Summer, and I am the owner of In Motion Physical Therapy up in Farmingdale, New York. And I started working with Krista in 2022 when I was ready to pack it all in, close the business down, and say, I'm done. It's time to get a job. Working with Krista changed the trajectory of not only my business, but my life. Christa took a chance on me. She believed in me when I needed it most. I was trying to rebuild my business after COVID. I had 3 kids under the age of 3 at home, and I just couldn't figure out how to run the business, be a mom, be a wife, be a friend, do all the things that I needed to do without completely losing my mind. So back in 2022, we did maybe $350,000 in revenue, and I was not paying myself so that way I could pay my team. We were barely profitable, and I just didn't know what to do. Christa gave me the roadmap. She told me exactly what I needed to do, exactly how to make these things work, and I built a solid foundation where now in August of 2025, I just doubled my location size. We added not only physical therapy, but we now have a Pilates reformer studio. We were able to hire another full-time PT. So now I have 3 full-time PTs plus myself. I am down to treating 1 day a week, running the business the rest of the days. I am home every single night for dinner. I'm able to be with my family. I'm able to support my employees. And now we're about to almost double our revenue from 3 years ago. And we are at an 18% profit margin, and I'm paying myself. So these things work. Christa has really transformed my view of myself, my abilities as a business owner, and I am so grateful.
All right, then. Before we wrap up today's episode, I'm back to say something directly to you. If you've been listening and thinking, well, I want that. I would love that for that to happen to me. I would love to get that kind of support in my business. And the one thing I want to say is you deserve it. You work really hard in your business. And I don't have all of the answers, but I am 1000% committed to the conversation of helping you achieve the goals that you want and you set for yourself. So whether that's not just the revenue growth, not just the strategy development, but the clarity, the support, the accountability, the ability for you to actually step into the role of leader and CEO of your business instead of feeling you're constantly reacting to everything around you, to feeling you're a chicken with your head cut off on the hamster wheel. We can use all of the analogies. I used to tell people that I felt I was being dragged behind a bullet train and getting beat up, because one of the things that I think is a central theme that you've heard from the women today is that they didn't start out any different than where you are. I didn't start out any different than where you are. We were all overwhelmed. We were second guessing. We were the blind leading the blind, trying to figure things out in the dark. And what I've learned over my 20 years of being a business owner is how to provide you a roadmap for a easier way, an easier trail, and you can decide how hard and difficult you want the hike to be. And I can give you the roadmap of, if based on the decision you make here, this is a trail you'll have to go down. Okay. What changed for these women isn't necessarily a specific tactic or a marketing trick. I'm not someone that believes in, oh, you can create $1 million in 7 easy steps. No, what changed was having a framework, having support, having accountability, having another community, a room full of women owners who are all committed to the same thing. So you recognize, 1, you're not alone. 2, there's more than one ways to skin a cat. That's really what this community and my mentorship is about. It's not about hustle. It's not about working more hours. It's not about getting the one magic bullet or the magic fix or the one magic spreadsheet that's going to get you to $1 million. It's about the framework you need and you deserve to build a business that is profitable, sustainable, and one that supports the life that you want to live. So if you've listened to this episode, if you've listened to these women and you're like, I'm ready for that, the best place, the easiest place to start is our Fit Biz community membership. It's $99 a month. It's less than what all of you charge in your business on a daily basis, and you can cancel anytime. There's no commitment. It's where our studio owners, our physical therapy practice, and other wellness entrepreneurs start together. We get live coaching each and every month, and you can start to create the systems, the structure with a lot more confidence and more direction. Okay, so for $99 a month, if you're not willing to invest $99 a month in yourself and your business, then why would your clients invest $100,000 in you, right? learn the systems to make your business better so that you can help more people in your community and help you and your life achieve all of the dreams that you want. If this is something that you're interested in, you can visit my website, www.christagurka.com/community. You can sign up right there. Like I said, $99 a month. It literally is a no-brainer. All right. As always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being a part of my community, my podcast community. I am on a mission to transform the fitness and wellness industry one female business owner at a time. So if you would like to join me on that mission, I would be eternally grateful and excited for the opportunity to work with you. All right. So until next time, my friends, bye for now.